Hey, what's up guys? My name is Naam. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you some updates to the stimulus package, but in particular, the unemployment boost extension. So on Sunday, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, he said that he's not very optimistic that there will be a solution in the very near term, which is concerning the negotiations for the coronavirus relief bill. Yesterday, the Senate Majority Leader, Charles Schumer, which is a Democrat, said that there was some progress that has been made, but Meadows, who responded, I would characterize it that way, but we still have a long way to go. So from the look of things, it doesn't seem like the White House, the Senate, and the House of Representatives are in any sort of agreement on how the next coronavirus may look like. Mainly the biggest topics for discussion is the unemployment benefits. Also on Sunday, in an interview with ABC This Week, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, he said that unemployment is supposed to be a wage replacement, so it should be tied to some percentage of wages. The fact that we had a flat number was the only issue of an emergency where we had a 30-year-old computer system. Mnuchin also added, I think on the concept that we should absolutely agree on enhanced benefits. We want to fix the issue in some cases where people are overpaid, and we want to make sure that there's a right amount of incentives, meaning going back to work. So going back to last Thursday, this was actually one of the biggest debates concerning the next coronavirus relief bill, because the Democrats, they blocked the proposal that the Senate proposed, and also the Senate, they blocked the proposal what the Democrats proposed. So as a reminder, the Senate originally proposed a $200 a week flat rate for about 2 months. Then afterwards, it would just be 70% of an individual's wages up until the end of the year, up to a maximum of $500. The Senate also included if the state was unable to implement a percentage rate for people who are on unemployment, then it can just give them a flat rate of $200 all the way till November 30th. As of right now, it seems like it's just a blame game. I'm not sure if you guys ever seen that meme with the 3 Spider-Mans. The White House is blaming the Democrats, the Senate is blaming the Democrats, and the Democrats are blaming the White House and the Senate. So as of right now, the White House, they put blame on the Democrats for failure to reach a short-term deal to extend unemployment benefits and to pause evictions, but meanwhile, the Republicans don't look so good either since they waited weeks to form a negotiation. Nancy Pelosi, which is the Speaker of the House, she said that on Sunday that the Democrats are unified in their support for the $600 a week benefit, but meanwhile, the Senate Republicans, they're in disarray over the alternative $600 proposal. Many economists, they believe that the extra cash helped people pay rent, buy groceries, and without it, many would be in trouble. That in turn, it would hurt the economy and have a bad time for the president. Elsie Gold, a senior economist at Economic Policy Institute, said that when people don't have the money, they can't spend it, which reduces demand for goods and services, and with that, also the jobs that provide these goods and services. She also added if Congress failed to restore additional unemployment benefits altogether, it would kill 5 million jobs over a year. So if the unemployment proposal works at the current rates for several months, the Democrats, they think that they can use this leverage passing other key parts of the bill, which also includes rental assistance, a renewed and expanded moratorium on evictions, and also aid to state and local governments. Gold, she said that it is crucial to aid state and local governments just due to the fact that state budgets were slashed, and about 1.5 million people have lost state and local jobs, and more cuts are likely without aid. So for a second, let's take a look at the last coronavirus relief bill, which was called the CARES Act. It was roughly around $2 to $3 trillion. Roughly around $560 billion were set aside for individuals, and about $260 billion was set aside for unemployment benefits. Mark Meadows, which is the House Chief of Staff, when asked a question about unemployment benefits, he said, I can tell you, it is the only thing that we have ran money out on. He also said that there's more than $1.4 trillion left in unspent funds from previous legislation, including $100 billion for each state and local governments and small business aid, as well as $9 billion for testing. He continued to add, the one area that we don't have money, it is for enhanced unemployment benefits. So as of right now, since everything is such a blame game, we just really hope that the government does do some sort of plan in the upcoming week, since the Senate will go on vacation for about 31 days. So here's a chart on the screen as a reminder. The red parts is when the Senate is actually working, the white parts is vacation. So the next date that we can expect Congress to meet together is tomorrow, which is Monday. Alright, so now let's do a little Q&A section of this video. I know that in my other videos, I mostly talk about certifying benefits on a bi-weekly basis, but there are a lot of states out there that certify on a weekly basis. So one question that I've been receiving quite often is that will I receive $600 a week for the week of July 26th all the way to August 1st? But the majority of states will only allow you to collect the extra $600 a week only when you certify your benefits for the week of July 19th all the way to July 25th. So if you were to certify your benefits for the week of July 26th, then you would not receive the extra $600. So on to my next question. I am currently on PUA. What will my next weekly payment look like? So for anyone who is on PUA, which is the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, this is the program that's meant for people who are self-employed independent contractors, and people who don't typically qualify for state unemployment. So after the $600 is up, you would just receive your weekly benefit. So to find this out, you can find it on your web portal or the letter that you receive on the mail. So whether you get paid on a bi-weekly basis or a weekly basis, you can minus $600 from a weekly basis or $1,200 on a bi-weekly basis. So for example, here in California, the starting amount for PUA is $167. So essentially, you would just receive $334 on a bi-weekly basis. So it could be a little less if you decide to get your taxes withheld. Alright guys, so that pretty much does it for me. If you guys have some questions about unemployment, just let me know in the comments, and I try to get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. If you want to hang out with me some more, check out my videos over here.